a well-behaved girl from an ordinary family, married a carefree heir from a wealthy family. From the very beginning this wedding had nothing to do with love. Hyuntae agreed to the marriage so his father would not kick him out, and so he and his mother could keep their place in the family, while Monghyun agreed to the marriage, because her gentle and obedient nature made her unwilling to go against her parents' wishes, or disappoint her family. So even though they could not stand each other, they still tried their best to get through the entire wedding ceremony. In other people's eyes, they were a perfect match, handsome and beautiful, but only they knew, this grand wedding was nothing more than two people putting on an act, and helping each other save face. When Hyuntae and Monghyun walked on stage to receive blessings from family and friends, they both noticed Hyuntae's mother hiding in the corner. Today was her son's big day, but because she had no official status, she was not even qualified to attend the wedding openly, let alone stand up front and take pictures with everyone. The thoughtful Monghyun took all of this in, so before the group photo began, she kept searching the crowd for Hyuntae's mother.
잠깐만요.
Everyone there was confused, not knowing why the bride suddenly walked away. They saw her quickly walk up to Hyuntae's mother, and stop her just as she was about to leave, inviting her to take the photo together. In that moment Hyuntae was filled with shock. He never expected the seemingly gentle and fragile Monghyun to be even braver than he was as her son. Madam Cheongdam watched Hyuntae's mother suddenly enter the frame, and felt deeply uncomfortable, but in front of all the guests, she could only swallow her anger in silence. At this moment Monghyun carried a clumsy but firm stubbornness, and for the first time Hyuntae found her so adorable, without even realizing it. He slowly began to see this forced bride differently, but a person's nature does not change overnight, even though they were already married. Hyuntae continued his childish rebellion. During their honeymoon, he actually left Monghyun alone, leaving behind only a letter, telling her the return flight in time, and telling her to meet him at the airport then. Until that time they would each have their own fun and stay out of each other's way. Even worse, on the day they returned, he acted intimate with his female companion right in front of Monghyun. Finally Monghyun could not take it anymore. She decided to have a serious talk with Hyuntae. Faced with Monghyun's questioning, Hyuntae said self-righteously, "Didn't you marry me for your family too? In that case, what right do you have to be angry?" One moment they were having a huge fight at the airport, and the next the two appeared at Monghyun's parents' home, as if nothing had happened. Although Hyuntae spoke harshly to Monghyun, he was flawless when it came to appearances. The gifts he bought for the elders were exactly what they loved, making them extremely happy. According to custom, Monghyun and her husband were supposed to stay overnight at her parents' home, but Monghyun said they still had to go to Panjio that night to visit her mother-in-law, and had to rush back to Cheongdam-dong early the next morning, so they would not even have time for dinner. Before she left, Monghyun's father called her aside, and pressed some money into her hand, telling her to keep it for emergencies. Monghyun asked if this was not the money her sister had given him, but her father said it was money he had never been willing to spend, and had saved specially for her. It is Dad's fault for not being capable. Besides this, I have nothing else to give you. He also reminded Monghyun that if she felt wronged after marriage and dared not tell her mother, she should quietly come to him and pour her heart out. When visiting her mother-in-law, Monghyun did not hold back from telling on Hyuntae. When Hyuntae's mother learned from Monghyun that her son had actually brought another